I think if he keeps up, he will definitely be a great player by his senior year.
Yeah, Ethan, what do you think was going good for Brian in that game? I mean, he was really hype and really kept you all. I mean, it was Culleoka's game in that first half, in my opinion.
Yeah, he came out confident, shooting the ball very well, and he kept us in the game to begin with, and wish we could have pulled through and ended the game how we started it, but we just couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, so last night against Hampshire, you guys, huge win to my knowledge. Talk about that game and what went right for you all in that game to get back into the win column. Bob first.
Well, I think we, like I said about Brian, we all came out there with a lot of intensity last night. We knew it was a game that we had to win last night because we've been falling to some district teams, but we got a good district win last night, and I'm hoping that it can get us some momentum going into these other district games.
Yeah, Ethan, how does it feel to be back into the win column, getting momentum headed into the rest of the district play season?
It feels good. I hope we can keep it up. Like Bob said, we haven't been playing well recently, but we're starting to turn things around, and I think that that's the way we're headed right now.
Yeah, and, you know, talk a little bit about your coach, Coach Mike Lovett. You guys have been in some close games, had some leads, blown some leads, been in some games that weren't close, lost some tough games. What do you think is going to be the flip to the switch in the second half of the season for you all, Bob?
Well, I think we just got to play 4 whole quarters. Like I've said the previous times I've been on here, we like to play 3 good quarters, then we'll just lag off quarter and score less than 10 points, and that we just can't do that, especially during district play. But I think as long as we play 4 whole quarters, I think we can beat a lot of teams around.
Yeah. Ethan, what do you think is going to be the recipe for Culleoka to get back on track?
I think we need to play the 5 that deserve the playing time, and whoever's doing the best that day needs to stay on the floor.
Yeah. And, you know, once again, Ethan, you're one of the more physical guys. I want to kind of rewind a little bit. In the Mount Pleasant versus Culleoka game, you took a fall because the court was very slippery. What was going through your mind in that game? You know, because that game ended up being canceled and rescheduled, and you took a fall in that game.
Yes, sir. I don't know. It just happened to happen, and we just needed to take advantage of it, really.
Yeah.
With the game being postponed, we should have came back and beat them when we had the chance to, but I don't know what else.
Yeah, Bob, talk about that game a little bit. You know, we're going to get to Kendall's answer here in a second, but you all had to play a game on one night and finish it on the other night. They got to play in one night. So talk about starting the game on a Friday, then ending it on a Monday.
Yeah, well, on the Friday, you know, we came out. We knew we had a chance against them. We didn't play the best first half, but we knew if we came out the Monday and played well that we definitely had a chance against them.
Yeah.
But shots just weren't falling, and we just hope to get them back next time we play them.
Yeah, and Kendall, you all played in that game as well. Talk about that game. For you all, you were able to finish it and complete it in one setting.
Yeah, I think it would have been a whole lot harder on us only having 6 people, you know. It's very easy to catch us on an off night. You don't have as many people to depend on, so I think it's great that we did get to finish it that one night.
I want to ask you, I'm not sure if you're aware of what happened in Spring Hill last week. They have around the same number of players as Culleoka does. They had a game due to foul trouble. They ended up finishing with 3 players on the court. Now, I'm not trying to predict that for Culleoka's girls basketball team, but in the case that does happen, do you think you could win a 3-on-3 type game as you were left on the court, Kendall Reichman?
Yeah, I think if it comes down to it, we'll just have to see. I think it is kind of hard whenever you play teams that have specific players that need to be guarded. We have to play different defenses that require defense like that, and it is stressful with only a team of 6.
Yeah. Bob, Ethan, did you guys hear about that at all? A 3-on-2 game? What are your takes on that situation?
I did hear about it, and I don't really know what to think. That's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I've never seen anything like it at the high school level. I don't know if you guys follow college basketball, but Colin Sexton of Alabama had to play in 3v5. Bob, you're shaking your head. That's the closest thing I can remember of something like that, Bob.
Yeah, roll tide, by the way. Roll tide.
And Ethan, do you think you would be prepared to play in a game where you see your teammates foul out? You know, Culleoka has a large roster on the boys' side, but in the instance that players foul out and it's, you know, a 3-on-2, do you think you could lead your team to a victory?
I think I'd try and make it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, come out there strong, just as strong as you would be if you had 2 other teammates out there with you. So.
Yeah. I think that's one of the more interesting scenarios that I've ever experienced as a broadcaster, seeing that game and getting down the stretch. It was a triple overtime game as well, so you got to factor in fatigue. Kendall, I want to ask you about some of your teammates. The Clokey sisters and Izzy Hargrove, talk about them and as well as the rest of your teammates and just how you guys are so tight and so impactful, because someone would look at Culleoka's team and say, they have 6 players. We're not worried about them down the stretch, but you guys fight. You fight down the stretch. Talk about that.
So the same 6 players that play now have been playing together, some of us, since the 6th grade. I think that creates a bunch of chemistry. And we've really had some issues the past seasons about stepping up and, like, taking your position on the team. But I think this year it has really helped having a main point guard, a main shooter, defense. I think we've really stepped into the players that we are this year.
Yeah. Guys, you all play Eagleville in your next game. Not sure when that will be due to the snow coming and winter storm and all that, but what's your take on Eagleville and how are you preparing for that game, Bob?
Well, of course, they're the #1 team in the state, so they're definitely a very tough team. It's definitely going to be a challenge. I'm not saying that we can't do it, because we can. If we play up to our full potential, we can compete with anyone that we want to. But like I said, they're the #1 team. It's going to be a tough game. Yeah,
Richie, what do you think? What's the recipe for maybe Culleoka to get a win versus Eagleville?
They're definitely going to be physical, and we're going to have more physicality than they do.
Yeah.
Get every rebound because they're going to be there. And if they get the rebound, they're going to score it. So
yeah. Seems like Ethan Richardson's mentality is physicality, rebounding. That's what he's good at. That's why he's a Player of the Week nominee. Kendall Reisman also is one. Kendall, what do you think the recipe is for the Lady Warriors to come out top against Eagleville?
Main thing is playing together. Once again, we don't have many players to connect with, so the 6 that we have need to be on the same track, 100%.
Sounds like a plan. You're listening to the Culleoka Warriors. On the girls' side, we got Kendall Reisman, Player of the Week nominee, scored 27 points and 17 rebounds versus Santa Fe, 12 points, 15 rebounds versus Collinwood. We got Bob Holt and Ethan Richardson, also a Player of the Week nominee, 16 points and 10 rebounds versus Hampshire. Thank you all for joining me on this panel. Good luck versus Eagleville. This is the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant. We'll be right back with trivia on the other side of this break.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes lives. I know because He changed mine.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday, with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half-off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes lives. I know because He changed mine.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant, powered by CPWS Internet. We just heard from the Culleoka Warriors. On the girls' side, Kendall Reisman, a Player of the Week candidate. We had Bob Holt and Ethan Richardson, also a Player of the Week candidate on the boys' side. Now it's time for trivia, my favorite part of the night. We got Drake Pugh who's going to join us up here. For those that don't know the rules of trivia, I'm going to ask a trivia question. Drake Pugh is going to be in charge of this wonderful gift. He's going to hand it off to you when you come up here and give us the right answer. I can't hear you because you probably can't hear me if you're in Puckett's. So we need you to come right up here and give us the right answer. These are basketball, local, geographic related questions, a little bit of potpourri on the trivia side. I try and switch it up. Yeah. Try and get a little flavor here and there. We got some interesting questions tonight. Drake, give us a little sneak peek on what's inside the swag bag.
Well, I can say this. We have some Puckett's delicacies in there. Whoever gets this is going to like it, especially if you like spices and seasonings.
Oh, yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah. All right, so I think it's time for the first trivia question. This one is going to be local trivia. I think
we love that.
I think we will enjoy this, especially because of the weather that's on its way.
Yeah.
The weather that it's on its way. That's a little hint. The first trivia question of the night. We need the answer right up here. Name the one famous road in Murray County that has snow in its name. Name the one famous road.
Here we go. We got somebody.
Snow Creek Road is the correct answer. Congratulations.
Here you go, sir.
The swag bag is yours. Snow Creek Road is located in Santa Fe, Tennessee. Can take you all the way to Williamsport. Can also take you to the backside of Spring Hill, depending on which way you go.
Yeah, speaking of Santa Fe, that's where we're going to be tomorrow night.
That is
Game
true.
Day crew.
Great segue, Drake. We got some cancellations and postponing towards the end of this week. We don't know exactly when games are going to be played, but we do know, per our athletic director, Chris Pointer, he told us that all extracurricular activities are going to be canceled or paused starting on Friday evening until Monday evening. So we're going to have a pause.
I've been hearing different stories like when the snow's coming in. I've heard tomorrow night midnight. I've heard Friday night midnight.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is if we get 18 inches of snow, we're in trouble.
Yeah. our station owner, Dale Kennedy, said to me, he said he hasn't seen snow like that since the 60s.
So I haven't seen snow like that forever.
Neither have I.
I'm 23. So,
yeah.
that is the first trivia question of the night. Congratulations to the man from Santa Fe, famous for the Snow Creek Market or Snow Creek Mercantile, depending on who you ask. That is on Snow Creek Road. We got a lot of snow coming in on the weekend with Winter Storm Fern, so please protect yourselves if you're listening on 101.7 WKOM.
Yeah, go sledding. Go build a snowman.
Safely, please. But as you said, Drake, tomorrow we will be at Santa Fe Unit School for their game versus Hampshire. It initially was going to be on Friday, but due to the weather that's on its way, the game day crew will be at Santa Fe tomorrow for their district game versus Hampshire. So we're excited for that.
We are, and it's great. We have both of those schools here tonight, so we'll get to hear both perspectives. And which school we got coming up, Landon?
We will have Hampshire coming up in about, I want to say, 10 minutes or so. So we're going to have a little break. We're going to talk about the game that we were at last night at Spring Hill and Battle Creek a little bit before they come up here. But that's the first trivia segment of the night. Stay tuned for 3 more trivia questions on this fine evening in downtown Columbia. Columbia. Study some basketball knowledge. Study up.
Study up.
Got to
exactly.
be prepared, guys.
You got to be prepared.
Got to be prepared.
Yeah, we love local trivia, especially.
Yes, sir. This is the Murray County Public School Sports Zone. Drake is going to be back after this break, and we're going to talk about Spring Hill versus Battle Creek, which is where we were last night.
Yes,
we'll be right back.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
Dan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family-owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge.
Serving Williamson and surrounding counties, Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee offers comprehensive orthopedic care with world-class physicians. Our practice provides high-tech care with a hometown touch. We offer physician clinics, physical and occupational therapy, advanced imaging, and surgical services including interventional procedures. We are Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee, high-tech care with a hometown touch.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wallcover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wallcovering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Yep. Welcome back to the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone, Homecooked by Puckett's Restaurant. I'm your host, Landon Sechrist, alongside Drake Pugh, who will join me momentarily. We have talked to the Culleoka Warriors. We've done trivia. Now it's time to talk about where we were last night, Drake. The Front Porch Sports Network. We were at Battle Creek High School for what I like to call the Battle of Highway 31.
Yes, that was a good game.
Spring Hill versus Battle Creek last night on 101.7 WKOM and the Front Porch Sports Network broadcast. Myself on commentary, Drake Pugh on commentary and tech. We were there, and it was a great game. The girls' game, arguably the most exciting game we've covered this year.
No kidding. And we got a new nickname for somebody.
Yes. So for those that don't know and are not familiar in the crowd or listening audience or listening in on the radio station, 101.7 WKOM. We've got a player up in Spring Hill, and her name is Alasia Harrison.
And she is a darn good player.
Yeah, I think the new age people would call she's a dog.
She's a dog.
She's a dog. So she scored 26 points last night against Battle Creek as the Lady Raiders defeated the Grizzlies 51-47.
Yeah, it was
in overtime.
Yeah, it was a close game, and I kind of felt bad for Battle Creek because they led the whole game.
They actually did, and I use this phrase lightly, but I would say Battle Creek kind of sold the clip because I think they were in the driver's seat for most of the game.
They were
and
leading by 10 at one point.
It was really just kind of a collapse. It was unfortunate and not really a fault on Battle Creek's coaches or players. It just the ball didn't bounce their way in the last 15 seconds of the game.
And it just, I think towards the end, like that happens a lot of times. Some teams just they run out of steam at the end. They've just been fighting the whole game, and just eventually you get tired and you just can't do it no more.
That's really what happened. We had Nayeli Schloniger, number 23, the post player for the Lady Raiders. She had 9 points. She had a lot of timely free throws. And then for Battle Creek, Kaylin Martin, I said she was out there shooting threes from the Drumright subdivision. And, people in Battle Creek, you know exactly where that is because you got to turn on Greensmo Road past Drumright to get to the school. She was shooting from very deep. She made 5 3-pointers last night for 16 points. So shout out Kaylin Martin. And then Megan Parkinson had 14 points. She hit a couple of timely buckets, number 23. Both of those players have been on this Wednesday night show to talk to us.
And I'll tell you what, we've certainly got a lot of people here tonight to talk to us. We've got a full crowd.
Yes, we do.
I love doing games at Battle Creek in that gym. That's only the second game I've done there, but, man, that gym is beautiful. I mean, it's the newest gym in Murray County, at least high school-wise. And, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's got the double-decker bleachers and everything.
Yeah, like
which
old
is
school.
Old school. And that's something, we've strayed away from in recent years, and I really don't know why we ever did.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're going back to that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I'm an alumni of Spring Hill High School, graduated in 2021, so I'm not that far removed. I remember, and I mentioned this on the broadcast for those listening, and they were commenting on the live stream as well, there was no Battle Creek High School. My rival was Columbia Central, because I live in Columbia, and, the debate of Spring Hill High School is actually in Columbia, yada, yada, yada. And also Summit High School to the north. The Wilco School, they kind of came in and took over. I had people tell me, oh, that's the Spring Hill High School. That's the high school, the main high school in Spring Hill. Now we've actually got two. We got Spring Hill High School and Battle Creek that are the legitimate Murray County public schools that are in the Spring Hill area.
Some people would count Indy as a Spring Hill High school.
Well, they're not Murray County
but they're
public
not Murray
schools.
County. They're Williamson, and so is Summit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up. I'm a 2020 graduate of Fred J. Page High School in Murray County, even though I'm from here, and my mom and granddad went to Culleoka, so Culleoka's got a special place in my heart.
Yep.
But when I went to Page, it was a rickety old building.
It's not like that anymore.
No, the year after I left, they tore it all down, rebuilt it. I have still yet to go in the new building to see it, but I've heard.
It's very similar to Battle Creek, and once again, shouting out the amazing facilities in Murray County. Battle Creek's gym is very, very nice. Not because it's just new, because it's supposed to be nice. It's brand new. But also, the facility and the makeup of it, the double-decker, as you talked about, the bleachers and the contrast with the court, it's just very nice, very aesthetically pleasing.
It is. And, Page, their old – I remember they still had both their gyms when I was there. They had the original and the ring staff. The ring staff is still around. That's the old gym now. But the original one had a second deck, but it wasn't for bleachers, and it was behind one of the goals. And I think they did like wrestling practice up there.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see the different gyms that have been around, but I never have understood why they're not all double-decker. Central used to be a double-decker gym.
That is true.
It's not anymore.
That is a great point. Hardy Lloyd Gymnasium was the old gym at Columbia Central High School. I grew up going to games there. My mom and my father, they both went to Columbia Central High School. My sister and myself.
So did my grandmother.
Yeah, my sister and myself only went to Spring Hill High School. Only a couple of family members in my entire family went to the Spring Hill High School. Everybody else went to Columbia. But I remember going to games in that gym, and you talk about a packed house. The AC didn't work most of the time, but it was a packed house, and that's just the nature of an old gym. It was very nice to go to games there, and I think that's kind of the atmosphere that we have with some of these unit schools as well, because they have some unique gym. Santa Fe's got a unique gym. Culleoka's got a unique gym. Hampshire's got a very nice modern and old mixed gym. So it's very nice. And those schools are very unique because pretty much everybody in the town is coming to the game when they play.
That's something that's always nice. And at Culleoka especially, like I said, I have a lot of family out there. Every game we've done, a family member of mine is there.
Yeah.
It's just everybody comes back home. I mean, when we had my mom on the game day show with us, that was the first time she had come back in a long time. And everybody knew her.
Yep.
Everybody. Everybody knows everybody in these unit schools.
Yeah, it's very cool. You know, the unit school show is very special. We have a lot of participation here in Puckett's right now. As Drake said, we got a lot of people here in the crowd enjoying some nice Puckett's food.
Oh, yeah.
We are talking about Battle Creek versus Spring Hill, which is where we were at last night. The boys game, as I said earlier, I played for the Spring Hill Raiders boys team. I was the point guard, played for Jimmy Young, and they handled business against my former coach, Donnie Chambers, who coaches the Battle Creek Grizzlies. I played for both coaches, so it was kind of emotional
they
for me.
They coached together. So, I mean,
yeah, and they did.
So it's weird to see them going against each other.
Yeah, it's very, very unique in a game like that, especially because the proximity of the two schools. You have Spring Hill High School on the left side near the Ultium Sales plant now. Former Saturn plant is what it was known for. Then you got Battle Creek High School, which is really, if you're from OG Spring Hill, the middle of nowhere. Now it's, a popular area with houses and stuff, but it's on farmland that was the middle of nowhere.
It takes almost an hour to get from one side of town to the other nowadays.
That was really cool to be there at Battle Creek High School and the facilities that they have there. The high school being the newest, the middle school and the elementary school, it's a very nice campus there. But Drake, reiterate where we will be tomorrow night.
Yes, so tomorrow we will be at Santa Fe High School as they take on Hampshire. Both those schools are here tonight. That'll be a great game, seeing the two of them go up against each other. It was supposed to be Friday night, but we've been talking about the snow, so it got moved up a day. So the game day crew will be there. The two of us will be there running the broadcast for both games. First game's tip-off is at 6. That's the girls' game. And the boys' games tip-off is around 7:30, 7:45.
I always say boys to follow because if you have a game like we did with Spring Hill High School with a 3-on-2 that went to triple overtime, the boys' start is delayed by an hour and 30 minutes. So you never want to say starts at 7:30 because it might start at 9.
That game, I'm trying to think. I think that game started close to 9 p.m. Like it was a late game.
We had Jalen Knight on the show, and he said that the boys' start time in that game was delayed by an hour and a half. Which is just insane. So I hope, no disrespect to either of the programs that are playing tomorrow night. Please don't do that to me and Drake. that was a long night. Very entertaining game.
Oh my goodness. We both were on the edge of our seat the whole night. We didn't get home till like midnight, but I mean it was we were on the edge of our seats. It was definitely a game I will never forget.
Oh, 100%, 100%. That is what the Front Porch Sports Network is all about. We're up here. We've been talking about where we were last night. Battle Creek versus Spring Hill. Spring Hill takes out the brooms and gets the sweep. Ashton Hoffman, Jalen Knight, Javen Cecil handling business on the boys' side with 14, 12, and 10 points respectively. Then the big guy, Jordan Murphy of Battle Creek, he got a dunk, Drake.
Yeah.
He got a dunk. He's the state leader in blocks, apparently.
Yeah.
Big number 42.
Well,
and he dunked.
There was an interesting play they made the other night. It was last night, I think there was a guy that hung off the.
That was Jordan Murphy.
That was it. Yeah,
and,
but they didn't count the point.
He actually dunked the ball.
Yeah.
Hung on the rim. The ball bounced up and went in. It was a delayed.
Yep.
But that's illegal. You can't hang on the rim while the ball is going. So it was offensive goaltending. So he actually had 2 dunks, but one didn't count.
Yeah.
One didn't count.
It still looked cool, though.
It did look cool. You can go rewatch that on our Facebook page on the live stream, which is now a replay, and on our YouTube channel from the Front Porch Sports Network.
Kennedy
Battle
Broadcasting
Creek versus Spring Hill. That is where we were last night. We'll be at Santa Fe versus Hampshire tomorrow night. We're going to have Hampshire up in about 5 minutes or so near the top of the hour at 7 o'clock. And we're going to take a break, pay some bills, be right back here on the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone with Hampshire Unit School on the other side of this break.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable, local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Murray County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable, local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Murray County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to your helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'd be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
He shoots, and he scores!
Welcome back to the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant and powered by CPWS Internet. We got the Hampshire Hawks on stage. Coach Hannah Davis to my right, Sydney Gillum and Jaden Scroggins to my left. Coach, what's been going on down in Hampshire? How's the season been going so far?
It's kind of up and down. We lost our point guard to a torn ACL and meniscus both, so it's just kind of trying to relearn ourselves right now to see who we are without her. And honestly, I'm very proud of these two right here for stepping up here lately. You know, it's not easy losing a teammate, especially during district time.
Right.
So I'm super proud of the way they've kind of bounced back.
Yeah, and talk about the district that you're in. It's really all the teams on this show and a couple other teams. So you're playing some local teams. How are you preparing your team, especially after that loss, for the rest of the district season?
Honestly, is, you know, learn about who we're playing and what their pros are and figuring out how to stop it, you know. What defense works best on this team? What defense works best on this team? Who do you have to box out? You know, you got to really learn, like, pick things out and work on it.
Yeah, and we just talked to Culleoka. Culleoka only has, like I said, no pun intended, 6 to 7 players on the roster. Talk about managing, you know, your depth, and you just got to play with the players that you have.
Yeah, I know all about that problem too well.
Yeah.
It's just kind of being at a unit school. There's not many people there, you know.
Right.
We luckily got to pull up some 8th graders, so that's
very
really
good.
helped. That's been nice. I was happy to know that. She helped us out last night, hit a big 3. And, yeah, I mean, you just got to work with what you got.
Yeah, you do. That is one way to put it. What you've got is sitting to the left of me. We got Sydney Gillum. She's a Player of the Week nominee. I'm going to give a shout to her and give you your opportunity, Sydney. Tell the people here why they should vote for you for Player of the Week. You had 32 points versus Mount Pleasant. Why should you win Player of the Week? Why? This is your time. This is your flex time, Sydney.
I don't flex.
I mean, you did when you had 32 points. You're going to let that speak for you? No, nothing else?
Yeah.
All right, she's going to let the points talk. We got Jaden Scroggins on the other end. Jaden, I'm going to start with you. How's the season been going for you so far? Coach has talked about district play is really starting to heat up.
We've had to make some adjustments on, like, our offense and our defense and who we need where and what's best for us.
Yeah, so it's been kind of a battle so far. As I said, you all are playing in a district that has local teams playing Culleoka, playing Santa Fe, you're playing Mount Pleasant. Sydney, talk about playing the local teams. You're obviously one of the better players on your team and kind of the leader from what everybody else can see. Talk about being the leader on this Hampshire team.
It's a lot of pressure, but you have to do it, step up, because we have a injured point guard, so you just got to do what you can to help.
Yeah, and, you know, tell the folks, for those that are not familiar with your game, what do you like to do out there on the court? How do you score your points? Not to give away strategy for scouting reports, but just, you know, what your play style is like.
I have no idea. I just go with the flow, I guess.
Hey, that's one way to put it. I've seen you shoot threes. Drake has seen you shoot threes and go to the basket. Jaden, tell the folks what your play style is out there.
Well, I've had to step up and be point guard. Our point guard is hurt, and I've just been pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. Coach Davis, would you second that? Talk about these two ladies and what they do for your team.
So I am so proud of both of these ladies, but extra really proud of Jaden for stepping up as a sophomore that was hurt last year.
Right.
You know, I put her in big shoes just saying one day, hey, you're a point guard. You know,
Right.
You don't just wake up to say, hey, I'm a new point guard, you know. But I'm really proud of how she's stepped up, and she's one of the best defenders that I've got. She rebounds more than a lot of people, especially for her size. I'm really proud of her. And Sid, you know, she's a senior, and I do look at her to set a good example for the other girls and kind of lead the way a little bit. You know, if she would go down low a little more than she goes up high, then that would make me a little happier.
Yeah. So, Sydney, talk about, you know, you play tomorrow against Santa Fe. We've already talked about how we're going to be there broadcasting the game. Do you feel any pressure? You know, you're a Player of the Week nominee. Talk about, you know, the reality of having nerves in a big game.
Definitely a lot of pressure, and I'm very nervous. But we got to come out strong and do what we got to do.
Jaden, do you feel any pressure knowing that we're going to be there, knowing you're playing a team that's, I think, sitting right in front of you? Talk about that, just some nerves that are going into that game tomorrow.
I'm very nervous, but I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, and Coach, you're the coach, and you're going to prepare these ladies for tomorrow. The game is tomorrow, not Friday anymore for those listening. Talk about preparing your ladies for the game tomorrow. We're going to be there. It's our game of the week. How are you going to prepare them for hopefully a win tomorrow night?
Yeah, so obviously we've already played them, so we kind of know what we're expecting.
Right.
And just working on the things that we could have done better last game and what could have went our way if we would have just cracked down on something a little more harder. So basically just nitpicking our last game against them and kind of fixing where we went wrong or maybe just not went the best.
Yeah. And, I want to get you guys' perspective on this. We got snow that's coming later in the week. Coach Davis, I want to start with you. What's your favorite thing to do in the snow? What's your favorite snow activity?
Oh, I'm a big snow girl. I'm going to be out there making igloos and snowmen and throwing snowballs at my kids.
Sydney, what is your favorite snow activity?
Probably sledding.
Sledding? Do you sled down there in New Hampshire? What's a good place?
I don't know.
I mean, on the drive down there, it seems like everywhere. We got some windy roads. Get out there on the – well, maybe that might not be safe if there's ice. But Jaden, what is your favorite snow activity?
I like sledding.
Sledding. I'm a big sled guy, too. So talk about, you might have some games that are canceled in this spell. How are you going to manage that with your team with the impending Winter Storm Fern that is coming?
Well, it's the season, that's for sure. But I guess just kind of work it out the best we can and without it not trying to mess up, the rest of our schedule and the district tournament timing and all that craziness. But kind of, again, you got to work with what you got.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Sydney, how are you kind of looking forward to the snow, but also hopefully you can celebrate with a win tomorrow and then go play in the snow on the weekend? So what are you looking forward to snow-wise and basketball-wise for the rest of the week?
I mean, I hope we win tomorrow. And I don't know.
Are you hoping that we get 18 inches of snow like some outlets are saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that.
Why?
I don't know. That might be trouble for everybody that's here at Puckett's getting to where we need to go. I don't know. Jaden, what do you think? What are you looking forward to basketball-wise and snow-wise for the rest of the week?
I hope we win.
Yeah.
And I hope we get a lot of snow.
So you predicting the 18 inches or so as well?
Yeah.
She thinks it's true. Coach, what do you think? You think we're going to get that much snow?
I know I went to the grocery store today and got toilet paper and bread, and I'm fitting in with everybody else. So.
The Hampshire Hawks up here on stage, Coach Davis, Sydney Gillum, and Jaden Scroggins, hopefully getting a win tomorrow versus Santa Fe and preparing to play in the snow this weekend with Winter Storm Fern on the way. Thank you for joining on the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone. We're going to take a break and talk to the Hampshire guys on the other side of this.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic, 3 common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Murray County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams, from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wallcover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wallcovering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
Welcome back to the Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant and powered by CPWS Internet. We got the Hampshire Hawks boys up here, Coach Clay Tyree, Eli Stevens, and a Player of the Week nominee, Dalen Sims, to my right. Dalen averaged 16 points per game and 7 rebounds over the last 2 games. Dalen, plead your case to the viewers and listeners on 101.7 WKOM of why you should win for the second time this year.
I work really hard every single game. I always give 110%.
Coach Clay Tyree, what is your case for your player to win his second Player of the Week award?
Dalen's a great kid to have on the team. He's always working hard every day in practice, and you can just see the performance out there on a Tuesday and a Friday night because of all the hard work he puts in on a daily basis. So, it's just that repetitive day after day after day, putting in the work. He's one of the hardest workers I got, and he's a great leader for this team, and he's definitely a Player of the Week nominee that is deserving of winning it. So.
Yeah, 100%. He had a 30-point game earlier this season, so he's definitely a player. Go out there and vote. Last time I checked, it was really, really close. So Dalen Sims family, anybody that knows the big guy down in Hampshire, please go vote for him. Coach Clay Tyree to my left here. Coach, talk about your most recent game against Culleoka, how that went, and how the season's going so far as you get into district play.
It's been a little bit of a challenge since we've got into district play. We've kind of hit a little bit of a losing streak here. We're trying to fight our way out of. Started off the district play with some I would say pretty poor performances. Didn't think we played our best game at Santa Fe. I guess you guys were down there for that. We did not play a very good game that night. Went over to Eagleville, and it's Eagleville.
Number one team, and yeah.
They're really, really good, and they made it very difficult on us, and we weren't up for the challenge there either. I think the last couple of weeks we're getting closer, we're getting better. Last week we had 2 games with one with Mount Pleasant and then another one with Cornersville. I thought we executed game plan very well, played real hard, came up a little bit short in both of those, ran out of gas a little bit in both of those, and then again Tuesday night or last night against Culleoka, we got off to a terrible start, got hit in the mouth. First quarter I think they jumped on us 17 points early. We fought back, cut it into single digits by halftime, and every time we threw a punch to try to get back in the game, they found a way to counter it, and we just couldn't quite get over the hump. But I thought we fought hard and did a good job trying to get ourselves back in the game, but just came up a little bit short. Didn't come out ready to play from the get-go, and that's probably more on me, not getting the guys focused and ready to go from the tip. So
yeah, Eli Stevens, what's your perspective on how the game went last night for you personally and as a team? How did your team perform?
We came out dry. They were fired up. The first quarter is really what hurt us. I mean, we were down 17-2 in the first quarter, but after that, the second quarter to the fourth, we were back to force. So
yeah. So you think the slow start contributed to really the struggles down the stretch? And Coach, who scored that 2 points? Do you remember who scored that first initial bucket? If not, that was a 17-0 game, and that's really a hole. Football-wise, that's a hole, but basketball-wise, that's really hard to come back from.
I don't remember who got that first bucket. It may have been Dalen. We broke the press one time, and he got an easy bucket maybe, but we didn't do a good job early on taking advantage of them pressing us.
Right.
They pressed us. I won't say that they necessarily caused a whole lot of turnovers, but they definitely disrupted our offense. And once we kind of settled into the game a little bit, we started catching some passes. We had several slip through our hands early on. And I don't know if that was nerves or just a slick basketball or what it was, but we were having some trouble hanging on to the basketball early. Once we kind of settled in and started to break the press, we kind of cut into that lead, like I said.
Yeah.
But just, too little, too late kind of thing. So.
Yeah, Dalen, what do you think was the struggle for you aside from the 17-2 start, why your team came up short last night?
We weren't ready. We came out dry, like he said, and we just didn't get on them as early as we should have.
Yeah.
We almost come back too late.
Yeah, so coming back too late, you have a chance to change that tomorrow instead of Friday. The game is moved up. You're going to go play in Santa Fe. What do you think is going to be the difference for you in that game? It's another district game against a local team. How can you change things to where you don't get off to a slow start?
I think it's getting focused in the locker room before the game, getting our minds prepared, recognizing what we need to do, and locking in. I think sometimes we come at it from, I guess, a nonchalant attitude sometimes, a little too much. And when sometimes we need to just focus in on what needs to be done, recognize what our role is for that night, because that's going to change from night to night, and recognizing that role and figuring out how we can best execute it.
Yeah, Eli, would you agree that you guys kind of come out nonchalant? And what do you think that the difference can be tomorrow? And how can you guys actually lock in to be prepared tomorrow?
I mean, yeah, Coach is right. We are nonchalant sometimes. Some games we come out like we just only want to be there sometimes. And some games we come out, we're ready, prepared.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're just on and off. I don't know some games we come and some games we don't. So.
Yeah, and, Eli, I want to ask you, everybody knows the guy to the right of you is one of the top players on the team, repeat candidate for Player of the Week. How can you insert yourself into that conversation to be a person who scores a lot of points and impacts the game and makes a difference for the Hampshire team? How can you change that?
Shoot more, stop passing
the
opportunities I get.
Coach, would you advocate for Eli to be more aggressive out there on the court?
Oh, definitely. There are some times when he's a little too passive. But Eli does a lot of things that don't show up in the stat book. And when it comes to Player of the Week nominees and you're giving up names and things like that, a lot of times you're looking at points and rebounds and things like that. But Eli does a lot of things that you don't see in the stat book. One thing I love about Eli is his versatility. Like, for example, last night we had a couple of guys that were sick, weren't at practice Monday. Two of our guards, actually both of our two-position guys, our two guards. So Eli usually plays the 4 position for me. He's had to step up and switch roles last night and play the 2 from the get-go and then adjust as the game went on. He was playing guard some, he was playing post some, and him being able to fill that role is crucial for a coach. It makes subbing easier. It makes team chemistry work so much better because of his versatility. So, and that's not something you see
on the stat
sheets.
Right.
So.
Yeah, Eli, I'm 100% an advocate for you to be more aggressive and make a difference in the game, because I know you're capable. I've seen you play a couple times, and I know the way that you speak of your teammates, and I know you can get involved and get in on it as well. One guy that does get involved is Dalen Sims. Coach, Santa Fe is going to have him circled on the scouting report. How are you going to combat that without giving away your game plan? But just, everybody knows that Dalen's going to get his buckets. They've seen that this year with Hampshire. How are you going to game plan to get other guys involved?
I think it's really, not talking strategy necessarily, but it's more just about the intensity we play with. If we come out and we play with everything we've got and we're going 100 miles an hour and we're playing hard, we're playing together, we're looking for our open teammates, it doesn't have to be just Dalen putting points in.
Right.
And we got a lot of guys that can score, Eli included, that can knock some shots down when the opportunities arise. But, sometimes we just need to create, drive a little bit harder to suck the defense in a little bit more to be able to make that kick out so Eli can not get that extra, half a second to get that shot off. Because, when he's got the open looks, he can definitely knock down the shots. He's one of our best shooters on the team. And we got other guys, Dakota Disbro can definitely put the ball in the hole at times. Sometimes he takes some shots I wish he wouldn't. But he definitely, has the ability to put the ball in the hole. And, Theron Brown, my point guard, he's stepped up the last few games and he's hit some big buckets. A lot of it's just, are we playing together as a team and are we looking to do what's best for the team and not necessarily what's best for us as an individual? And I think sometimes we struggle with that sometimes.
Right. Dalen, you're the big guy on the stat sheet in terms of being the one for Hampshire. What keeps you going to score points and be the leader of the team for Hampshire?
Other guys looking at me when I'm down low. I like to shoot.
Would you agree, Coach? He likes to shoot?
He does, but he can shoot. And the great thing about Dalen is he can, he's a bigger guy, so he can go down low and he can body up and he can put the ball in the hole from 2 to 4 feet out. But he can also step out and hit the 20-foot three, in times when we need him. It's just him trying to. I really wish sometimes we look to get him the ball more.
Right.
The other night, I think he had 16 points, and he did it on like 8 shots.
Yeah.
He was like 6 for 8, 3 for 4 from 3, and 3 for 4 from 2. And he just, if he'd have got twice as many shots, he could have had 30. So sometimes I wish, as a team, they look to try to get him the ball a little bit more when he's hot like that. But yeah, it's, he can definitely put the ball in the hole.
Yeah. Talk about the dynamic of being at a unit school and the little ones in the unit school, being able to look up to these guys out there on the court as leaders and as players on the team.
Yeah, we had last night at the Culleoka game, we had all the little cheerleaders come out. If any of you guys were there was like 60 little cheerleaders out there on the court doing their thing. And it's just great that we have a community, that involves the entire school. It goes from K to 12. All those kids, they're high-fiving each other in the hallways. They're, they know all these guys by name. That they've got secrets within each other. Those kind of little things. It's just a great place. I cannot emphasize that enough. But one thing I'm really excited about is, like the girl said earlier, we got to add our 8th grade boys. They finished their season this past week, so we got to add them this week, and that was good to see. It gave us some more numbers. We've been talking all season. We've had 9. We've had 9, and sometimes less than that in certain games.
Yeah.
But we added 5 8th graders, so we're up to 14 now, and it's nice to be able to have a practice where we can full out scrimmage if we need to.
That's very good.
We're not having to throw a coach in there to even just look at what a defense is going to look like, things like that. So it's nice that the younger guys are getting involved. Actually even got them in the game the other night just to kind of get their feet wet a little bit. Cornersville got up on us late in about the last minute. I was able to get those guys in just for them to get a little bit of a taste because, it won't be too long and their time's going to come. So.
Right. Eli Stevens and Dalen Sims, I've given you enough time to think about the snow question that I asked the ladies up here on stage. Snow is coming. I think we can pretty much guarantee that here at Puckett's Restaurant. We know snow is on the way. Eli Stevens, what is your favorite snow activity?
None of them. I hate snow. I hate it. Too cold.
You don't like snow, so what's your favorite season? Are you a summer guy?
Summer.
Summer guy.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do after you maybe win tomorrow against Santa Fe and then snow's coming? What are you going to do for the weekend?
You can't do anything. That's why I hate it.
Dalen, what is your favorite snow activity?
I like sledding.
So where have you scouted out any places potentially that you could snow?
Yeah, I got a place in my house.
Okay. So Dalen's going to celebrate the possible victory tomorrow night with sledding this weekend, right?
I hope so.
Coach Tyree, favorite snow activity, and have you ever seen snow like they're predicting to come? Maybe 18 to 20 inches of snow?
I can't say that I've ever, definitely not in the 18 to 20 inch range for sure. As far as me, I'm kind of like Eli. I'm not a big snow guy.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to snowing, I'm just happy sitting in the house, sitting around the fire and enjoying some warmth and watching some TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Just getting cozy, because getting out in the wet and the nasty and the cold, and that's not me.
Well, if they predict it like they are saying, you might have no option but to stay in the house.
That will be the plan, I can assure you.
So in that case, with games being scheduled and shuffled, how are you going to keep your team, in communication to stay prepared and stay ready whenever they may get back on the court after this weekend?
Yeah, that's always a struggle this time of year. You're always canceling games. I know we're supposed to have a game Monday night, and we've already had to cancel that. Murray County has already, canceled everything Friday through Monday.
Right.
So we'll have to try to see if we can reschedule that. It's a non-district game, so it may be just completely canceled, but we're hoping to try to get a chance to reschedule that for a different date. And there'll probably be other games, still got to go that we'll have to reschedule. But it's a challenge. Got to constantly be in communication with the guys. Practice times change or cancel, or we're going to have to do this, and it's just we're a lot better off than we used to be as far as communication goes. We've got a lot more avenues now. We've got a lot of apps. We're using the Sports U app, and that works pretty good. Just getting the information to the guys, and it's a struggle from time to time, and it's definitely hard to keep focused when they got so many distractions in the way. So
right. Coach Clay Tyree of Hampshire, hopefully preparing for a win tomorrow night at Santa Fe. Then the snow coming, even though he doesn't like it. Eli Stevens doesn't like snow, still wants a win tomorrow. Dalen Sims is preparing to sled, hopefully celebrating a win this weekend. Thank you, Hampshire Hawks on the boys' side, for joining the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone. We'll have a trivia question right after this break.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want, with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday, with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half-off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley. And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services, from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support. CPWS.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We're here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
You wanna be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you wanna taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Go see Miss Josie down on Columbus Avenue. All right, Columbus Avenue.
Welcome back to the Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant and powered by CPWS Internet. It's time for trivia, my favorite part of the night, even though I'm biased because I make the trivia questions. We're going to have Drake Pugh up here to explain what is in this bag without giving it away. The winner of the trivia, who gets the correct answer, will get this swag bag.
Landon, I'm going to be honest. I actually don't know what's in that bag.
Okay, even better.
I haven't even looked.
Okay,
So,
even better. Even better.
So it's a surprise for everybody.
Even better. All right, so if you know the answer to this trivia question, you got to come up here and tell us, give us the right answer. All right, we had a Santa Fe-related trivia question at first. The first trivia question was name the one famous road in Maury County that has snow in the name. Since we got snow on the way, and everybody should know that, it's Snow Creek Road. It's in Santa Fe, Tennessee. Snow Creek Mercantile, everybody knows that. Congratulations to the man in the Santa Fe hat and the purple shirt over here to the left. He got that question right. It's time for trivia question number 2. This one's got a little international flavor on it. If you know ball, you should know this. Drake, I don't know if you would know this, but
I don't know if I will or not, actually.
All right, this is international themed. Where did Team USA's Dream Team win the Olympic gold in 1992? Where did they win it? Barcelona, Spain is the correct answer. Congratulations. That's the Dream Team with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, all those players, arguably the greatest basketball team of all time. They won their first game 116-48. It's not close. Not close.
Not at all.
They went 8-0 on their way to gold, and I made that trivia question because that's really cool to me because I was in Barcelona last summer in 2024. We went to the Olympic Museum, and I got to see kind of the Dream Team stuff. They had, I think, the game ball that they used in the tournament.
Yeah.
It was there. I got to see Michael Jordan's game-worn shoes all in the museum there in Barcelona. Barcelona's a great place. Anybody that's from Santa Fe here that wants to travel, put Barcelona on your list. I would 100% advocate for traveling to there. That's trivia question 2 on the night. We're going to have Santa Fe up in about 10 minutes or so. We're going to take a break, pay some bills, and be right back on the Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone with Santa Fe's girls and boys after this.